Logan Cooley is the draft's most creative playmaker.
As Tuma. Back, gave it away though. Good move inside. Cooley set it and score! Cooley to Cutter Gaucher, USA.
For him, every puck touch is a chance to make the highlight reel and bring spectators out of their seat. He's not only a potential future top 6 center in the NHL, but also someone who could become an asset for a team's marketing department. He just makes the game more exciting. Against the USHL competition this season, the USNTDP center often looked like a magician, with the way he made the puck disappear around the skates of opponents and reappear on the stick of a teammate. Cooley's tricks work because he pulls them off at high speed. The pace in his game comes from his ability to smoothly receive pucks. He catches them in movement, and he blends his receptions into his next move. There's no lag in his plays. When Cooley is at the top of his game, he can chain handling and skating moves and run through an opposing team. His posture is always deceptive too. The puck stays at his hip in a triple threat position that allows him, with just a slight movement of his blade, to dangle, fire the puck on net, or send it toward a teammate. But when given a choice of plays, Cooley almost always looks to pass. He's a playmaker at heart, and a crafty one. He processes the game fast and anticipates it too. He can spot teammates' inside moves, but he doesn't always need to look. He can infer their positioning based on where he is on the ice. For the most part, his passes are precise and well-timed. They land in a position that allows teammates to quickly initiate their next play.
21, Kevin Kaplan, and my number 28, Charlie Stradle.
Now over the line, here's Gauthier, in tight on the right wing, scores! And USA ties it at 3.
Cooley tends to improvise many of his moves on the fly, but when he gets a bit more space, like on the power play, you also see him plan his moves ahead, like a chess player. He can slow down the game, hold on to the puck, and shift the defense with fakes and movements to create lanes, open spaces, and scoring chances for his team. This clip was one of his best plays of the season. Cooley comes down the face-off circle and fakes a shot to freeze a first defender. He moves around him and then around the net, attracting a second defender in the process. As he gets to the back of the cage, Cooley drops the puck to his open teammates in front. In certain games, the USNTDP center had a real command over the ice. He showed an ability to guide teammates to advantageous areas by passing there or by initiating crisscrossing movements and switches in coverage. Cooley's playmaking and handling skills are his main scoring tools, but he also has other ways to generate offense, like his off-puck game.
Behind the net to the goal line, being checked by Lucas Patton. Puck around on the boards, so Powell goes for a pinch. Finds Snuggerud, has 2 goals. Out in front, and they score! Logan Cooley at the right post.
Here's what Joey Padmanabhan had to say about this ability in his article on Cooley. Cooley has a fantastic sense of spacing and timing, putting himself in close support of his teammates whenever he can. He's great at making passes and immediately moving or delaying to make himself a threat for a shot. He has a quick enough release that, if he gets even a few feet of space around the slot, he's a threat to score.
Was Lane Hudson. Left wing is Snuggerud. This line very effective for the U18s. Here's Cooley, shot, scores! 2-0.
You can read the rest of his article on eprinkside.com. Cooley was also one of the main puck transporters on the USNTDP team. He skated around defenders to gain the offensive zone and create scoring chances for teammates and himself. His constant use of crossovers, his changes of directions, and fake changes of directions made it hard for opponents to adjust their gap and shut him down. Cooley had one of the highest controlled zone entries per 60 in Mitch Brown's data this season, and his passing metrics were even better. They almost broke the chart. Like many other creative playmakers, the main issue in Cooley's game is its inefficiency, the amount of turnovers he generates when trying to beat the opposition in flashy ways. As a scouting team, we like players who consistently try to create plays, even if they generate turnovers, as those players have a better chance of becoming NHL creators. But in the case of Cooley, his creativity sometimes went way overboard, especially in the second half of the season. After a while, we started questioning his decision making. He didn't always seem capable of discerning which plays would work and which ones wouldn't. He just tried them all. He charged at multiple defenders, attempted dangles against them that he had no chance of pulling off, and he sent many no-look passes right to the other team. Cooley will have to develop a better sense for which plays are accessible to him based on his skill level and positioning on the ice. Because while he's very skilled, he has his limits. His posture, for example, is a bit inconsistent as he skates up ice. It can affect his puck handling, and he's not overly physical right now. Learning to recognize his limits is the next step in his playmaking development. We are not really worried about Cooley's ability to improve his puck management, however. as he has the hockey sense, the awareness, the processing speed, and the ability to anticipate to pick the right plays.
Chesley takes contact. Cutter Gauthier flips it towards the net. Drive in front, Swiggerud shoots and scores!
That'll roll all the way down. Casey back to get it. Stretched it to the line for Chesley. And now here comes Gauthier. He'll drop it to the slot. Now a shot, and that's a goal.
Cooley already showed that he can manage the puck well this season. His efficiency, his ability to quickly and quietly move the puck is what we appreciated the most about him in the first few months of this season. It's only in the second half, after the World Junior Championship, that Cooley lost almost all restraint and really started to try every play in the book. It would be wrong to frame this change in playstyle as a pure negative or ever. Because Cooley experimented so much, his game started to evolve. He pushed his limits. We ended up raising his skill grades a bit on our last board because he started pulling off plays that we didn't think were possible for him in the first half of the season.
The big challenge is going to be for Nolan Baumgartner, the coaching staff, to push past that and
Pass right in front, scores!
Cooley is not done getting better. His playmaking should continue to improve, both in efficiency and effectiveness over the course of the next few years. If he can continue to develop that playmaking and his small area skills, like his ability to engage opponents and protect the puck on the walls, something he can already do quite well with his skating, there won't be much stopping him from reaching a top 6 role in the NHL. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. You can also check out eprinkside.com for more prospect analysis and our draft guide. It's an amazing resource for the upcoming draft.